Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Hanukkah. So this week's Torah reading, Parshas Vayigash, is a final standoff between Joseph, who is now in Egypt, and has now hidden himself in Egypt, and his brothers come down, his brothers who sold him many, 22 years ago, and they don't recognize him, and he recognizes them, and he has a little game with them, trying to get them to realize who he is. And they go back and forth, and I guess you could say Joseph loses the game because he's forced to tell them who he is. And right then the brothers realize everything in their life they thought about Joseph was a mistake. This is a moment sometimes we feel in our life, we have a little bit of an awakening. We say, wait a second, maybe something I thought for years and years to be true comes out not true. And the question is, how do we react? Do we deny it? Do we say it's not true? Do we fight the truth? Or do we admit and say, you know what, maybe I've made some mistakes, but that's okay, I can move on. And that's the lesson we learn. As long as we admit the mistakes we make in the past and move on, everything will turn out just great. We'll now continue with the singing of Lechadodi, the song we sing Friday night, written by the great Rabbi of Shlomo Alkabetz in the late 1400s. Lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela lechadodi Lekras kalav nehe Shabbos nekavila Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Hishmiyahanu kel hamyuchad Hashem echad Ushmaho yachad L'shem ol sefer ez v'lesilah Chadodi lekras kala Nehe Shabbos nekavela Lekras Shabbos l'chuven elcha Ki hi mekor haberacha Meirosh mikedem nesucha Sov ma'aseh b'machshavot chila lechadodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekavela mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzi mitoch ha'afecha Rav lo shevet b'yemekabocha v'hu yachamol Alayechem lechadodi lekras kala Nei Shabbos nekavela Hisnari me'afar kumi Livshi bigdei sefartei chami Al yad ben yishai beis alachmi Karva el nafshi giyahala lechadodi lekras kala Nehe Shabbos nekabela Hisahoreri Kiva horechu miyori Uri shir daberi Gevod Hashem alayich nigla Lechadodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela V'hayolim shisa shahosayich V'rachaku kameh v'halayich Yosis alayich elokayich Kim sozcha sanal kala Lechadodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekavela yamin usmal tehefrotzi v'yes Hashem taritzi Al yad ben yishai beis alachmi Karva el nafshi giyala lecha Dodi lekras kala Pnei Shabbos nekavela Bawi b'shalom Atares ba'ala Gamberina ovitzahala Tochemune yam segula Ba'wikala lecha dodi lekras kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela. Later in the parasha, Jacob comes to meet Pharaoh. And Pharaoh says to Jacob, interesting, he says, wow, nice to meet you. He says, how old are you? And Jacob says, I'm pretty old. I've been through a lot of my life. It's a very interesting conversation that they have. And many of the commentators ask, what was this whole back and forth? To the point that even Jacob was seen as a negative when he said he was old, he had a tough life. He was just answering a question from Pharaoh. So it's a beautiful explanation. Pharaoh saw Jacob, and he saw someone who not only looked old in time, but looked worn down and weary from the difficulty of his life. And the question really is that although it might be true, Jacob had a hard life, but sometimes we have to look better than we feel. When we go out, when people see us, maybe we're having a bad day, maybe having a tough day, but you know what? We have to put on a smile no matter what. Because if we put on a smile for other people, it will make them have a great day too. We're now finished with the singing of Adon Olam. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'es Nasa B'Chefso Kol Azai Mehelech Shemo Nikra V'Yacharei Kechlos HaKol Levahado Yimloch Nora V'Haya V'Hu Hoveh V'Hu Yiyeh B'Sifara V'Hu Echad V'Yein Sheni Hamshilo Lehachvira V'li Reishis V'li Sachlis V'lo Hod V'hamizra V'hu Keli V'chai Goali V'tor Chevli V'yes Nasa V'hu Nisi Umanosli Minas Kosi B'yom Ekra B'yahado Avkid Ruchi V'yesishan V'yahira V'yem Ruchi Gev'yasi Ado Shemli V'lo V'ira. And have a happy and healthy week, a great weekend, a great Shabbat. We'll see everybody next week.